Morning YouTube. We're back again, and hopefully today is the day that it all comes together. I haven't been able to do much for the last couple of days with work, so it's now Saturday morning and heater's on. There's a film on the TV in the shed here, so I'm camped in for the day, and hopefully we'll get the job done. A few bits and bobs to do today. I'll quickly talk you through what I'm aiming to do, and we'll hopefully get that done, and I'll be able to show you when it's all finished at the end of the day. So the bike's back on the stand, taking the wheels out just to make it easier to get at things. Just offered the motor up to make sure that it goes in and there's nothing fouling. It also helps with where the cables are going to route around both sides, and I'll just offer the motor cases up to make sure that everything fits. I've probably got to run a tap into the threaded holes just to make sure that all the paint's all cleared out, and that will just give me some confidence that everything will drop in when I'm ready for the motor. But the main thing today is to cable up the rear mech, cable up the dropper, and cable up the hydraulic rear brake, just to make sure everything's in. What I am going to have to do is put a reamer down these holes again. Paint's got in there and it's a bit too tight to get the cables through. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to get them in if I don't do that, just to clear the paint out really, and give me the space to get everything back in. No, I think that's pretty much it. I think everything else will be fine, but as you can see, just as you put threads in, it's just nipping the paint out a little bit. Just got to clear these all up. So that's pretty much what I expected really. I took it to a painter that there was a car sprayer rather than a bike sprayer, so they weren't sure exactly what to mask and what not to mask, and I didn't put any dummy bolts in, so it's probably my own fault really, but we can get there. It's just a case of running a tap back down the threads to make sure everything nips up nicely and doesn't foul. But other than that, everything's looking pretty good for today, and hopefully we'll be able to get everything finished up and give it a spin later on. So I'll be back in a sec. So we're a few hours on in the afternoon now, and finally got it built to a point of testing. I think there's a few little bits and bobs that need finishing off just to tidy it up, but nothing really major. So let me give you a quick look at how it's turned out. So you have it. Original Gen 1 Levo. Size extra large with 29er wheels, RockShox lyrics. It's got all the parts off a 2020 Levo comp on it, apart from obviously the frame, motor and battery. This is the point I was on about with the cable point going in for the handlebar controller for the power mode. So it just neatly sits into there and doesn't look too bad. I've just got it clipped onto the rear brake hose so it routes neatly, so that works quite well. Everything else has sort of gone together quite well, and so graphics look quite good, and the dropper seems to work quite well, so I'm really quite pleased how it's turned out. As you can see, it's more of a grey colour than the light colour that it looked in the shed, but overall pretty pleased, and just need to go and test it and make sure it all works all right now. Okay guys, so that's about it for me. Thanks for watching, and I hope it's been something like interesting for you to see the process going through from a tatty old frame through to a complete finished bike. And subscribe, keep watching, and all the rest of it. Thanks very much. See you soon.